what exactly is going on? Like, what's the reason? Explain to me what's the reason. For those of you who still buy Christmas presents, buy for me, oh. Because challenge, you just smile like, okay, why are you greeting me? Is that a weird behavior? What a lot of people do not know is that Ghanaians look have sharp mouths. Okay. Hello, friends. This is Jims of the Jims TV. Thank you for stopping by, and you're welcome. So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about some things that I used to do in Nigeria or that I was used to doing. But upon arriving in Ghana, I realized that they don't exactly apply. Okay. So, more or less like things I had to drop upon arriving in Ghana as a Nigerian. I had to drop some of these things. Okay. So, disclaimer, this I'm Nigerian. Okay. And I live here in Ghana. So, my experiences are personal experiences. It doesn't necessarily mean that the entirety of Nigeria does this or the entirety of Ghanaians do this. Okay. So it's just something that, like I said, it's my experience. So I'm sure one or two other people do this, but yes, I needed to point that out because there's always just someone in the comment section who always has an opinion. Okay. But yeah, let me know if you can relate with any of these. Okay. So the first one is, you know how I if you watch that video, I'll put it in the description. Okay. There was this video I did with a guest of mine. We're talking about gifting. you know you know how you travel to a village, for instance, you bring a lot of plantains, you bring a lot of yams, and then you can't necessarily finish all, so you decide, oh, let me give my neighbor. This is kind of something I'm a bit used to in Nigeria. Well, I experienced it quite a number of times living in Nigeria. Okay, it's not all neighbors that are your friends, I know, but one or two at least will bring. Oh, this is Christmas chicken. This is Christmas rice. Generally giving you things, generally gifting you things. For instance, maybe those who work in, let's just say Cadbury. At the end of the year, they give them loads of chocolate drinks, loads of this and that. So you feel, okay, let me just give some to my neighbors. I know I grew up seeing things like that in Nigeria. I grew up in Lagos for context sake. But I kind of hear that a lot of people do this in their different states in Nigeria. However, coming here, I saw that it's a bit difficult, okay? So I kind of want to start doing that again here, but I feel like I don't want people to feel, oh, is it that I don't have food or something? Because I've gotten that, not they didn't say it to me, but I had to ask questions. Are you sure I should give this person? But then again, the the Holy Spirit in me will not really allow me not to give people. When you see people, of course, in need, you should give, even when they are not necessarily in need, but just give. It doesn't have to be someone who is in need to give. Okay, you don't give to people because you need something in return or anything like that, but just give. They have or they don't have, just give. So I always want to do that, but then again, the culture in this place looks like you people are a bit reserved, or you're a bit. Hey, let me know in the comment section. Let me know. I spoke about this in that video. I feel like if you do it, low key, oh, don't come for me, but low key. What a lot of people do not know is that Ghanaians low key have sharp mouths, okay? Especially one particular tribe, I'm told, and I've heard them once or twice. They low key have sharp mouth, but you will not know because they are quiet and very reserved. So you may not know. They'll just give it to you. Want to you would have been caught off guard before you realize that, Kobo, these people just insulted me. But yeah, let me know in the comment section. But that's how I feel. I'm used to a society where you give people, you collect, especially during festivities, especially during, that doesn't mean that it doesn't apply in any other circumstance or situation. So I kind of had to drop that. But then again, I'm like, is it because a culture is a certain way means I will not, do my obligation as a believer, as a Christian? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. I may be wrong, or I may not have gotten the trick of the thing. Let me know. Just educate me. The next one is, now, like I said, it's my personal experience, so it's what I have observed over time. Now, I realize that when you make jokes over here, right, to some people, oh, please don't come for me. It's like they don't get the joke. You see, when you make a joke, they don't quite understand the joke. For instance, I once made a joke to someone. I said, I think the child looked so much like him or something. So I was like, ah, are you running away? You know how back in Nigeria, when a child looks so much like the parent, father or the mother, you're like, ah, you know that kind of thing. Is your father running away? Is your mother running away? Why do you look so much like your mother or your father like this? But it seems the person didn't understand the joke. Oh my goodness. So I had to explain that it means that, it's like you look so much alike that. Is it that you want to run away? That's why the child decided to look like you. At some point, I'm like, I think I should leave my Nigerian jokes to probably my Nigerian people or people who have related with Nigerians for a long time. So they kind of get the joke. They kind of understand one or two of the jokes. Let me know in the comment section. Maybe it's just that person, or it has happened once or twice. I'm not coming to a conclusion, but when I told someone this, person was like, maybe it's just the people you're talking to that don't really get jokes. You know that kind of joke. So that could be the situation. But yeah, I had to actually put that aside and not joke too much about things like that so that I don't confuse people. Another one is this one is a bit controversial, but anyway, I'll say it. So, back in Nigeria, we have a lot of potholes in Lagos State. Yes, Lagos State government do something about it. So we have quite well. We had, I don't know about now, but we used to have quite a number of potholes. I think we still do, but anyway, I'm not there, so let me not say what I don't know. But we used to have a lot of potholes. So when we're in a car and the AC is on, right? And as you're approaching the pothole, you turn off your AC, pass through the pothole, and then continue on your journey and put on the AC. So subconsciously, here in Ghana, once I enter, well, and of course, I mean pothole with water in it, a pothole, manhole, but that has water. So once you enter inside, you put off your AC before you enter inside. When you get out of the pothole, then you put on your AC. So subconsciously, I used to do it here in Ghana. Once I enter somewhere that has water, I put on the AC. Then after I've left the pothole or the manhole, then I put on the AC back. And then I was asked at some point that what's this behavior like? What's this putting on AC, putting off AC just because there's water in the ground? And I'm like, isn't that how it's supposed to be? Like when the water enter the AC something, Abi, is it me that is missing something? So I wasn't the only one that was of that opinion because there was another Nigerian with me in the car, and she too also said yes, that's how it happens. We put off the AC once we enter water. Let me know in the comment section. Is it that there's something wrong with the AC that we have to put it off or what? Because this is a normal thing. To be quite honest, not once, not twice. I've experienced it over. I mean, I grew up in Lagos. I've lived most of my life in Lagos. I schooled outside of Lagos though, but for my university education. But for the most part, I was in Lagos, so I used to experience this a lot. You enter a pothole, you turn off your AC. When you leave, you put on your AC. So I really don't know. Is that a weird behavior? Let me know in the comment section. But they sort of told me off that's a wrong behavior. That's a very bad behavior. So let me know in the comment section. I mean, I don't know if it applies everywhere, but yeah, that's it. I had to drop that behavior, so I had to. But low key in my subconscious, I'm like, nothing should happen to this AC as I'm entering this portal, that kind of thing. So yeah, let me know in the comments section. So another sort of weird thing is, I'm Yoruba, I'm of the Yoruba tribe, and something we are noted for is that we greet a lot. Let me give you an example. You are sitting down, eku joko. You are walking, eku shell. You are standing, no jokes, eku duro. Like eku, how do you say eku? Eku is like, oh, like well done, oh, you're standing, oh. They greet for every single thing. I'm not even joking. If any Yoruba person, ask them, they'll tell you the truth. It is That's just the way it is. You greet for every single thing. So I got here and I came with that same notion. So maybe somebody's walking, I'll say, well done, oh. But I realized that they don't give me that kind of energy back. You know how in Nigeria, even if you are greeting someone outside of the Yoruba tribe, an Igbo person, a Calabar person, an Hausa person, and an Edo person, they will respond not necessarily in your language, but they say, "Oh, thank you," you know, that kind of thing. So I came here with that kind of notion or that kind of idea. So anyone working, or even I'm just passing by, "Oh, well done, no, I push, well done," before I learned Ayiko, "Well done, no," and they just smile like, "Okay, why are you greeting me?" So I now learned Ayiko. I'm like, okay, so probably because it was English, so maybe a few people didn't understand what I was saying. Or even with the Ayiko, they're like, okay, except if they are working, maybe a plumber or somebody sweeping, or they are actively working. And then when you greet them, it sort of makes sense to them. I don't know. But if maybe somebody is just sitting down and you say Ayiko, it sounds a bit weird. Let me know in the comment section, because me, or where I'm coming from, I used to greeting everything, greet for everything, greet everyone. So somebody is passing by, Ekushe, you know, Ekushe is like well done. So you greet all the time for everything, you know. So I brought that here, and it didn't exactly work. Okay, I'm still trying, you know, to sort of find another way, but I'm just so used to greeting people for everything. You know, you can pass somebody 20 times and just greet them, not good afternoon or good morning, but just hello, well done. No, that's that's all we see. Where I'm coming from is well done. They greet well done. So here, I realized that it doesn't exactly work that way. I may be wrong, but that's why I said let me know in the comment section. Okay. So the last one, I think I will bring a part two. Let me see. I don't know. Let me not make a promise, but if you see it, you see it. Okay. So the last one is a very interesting one. So, hmm, before I go on to my main point. So when I first came to Ghana, right, I was told that by a Nigerian who had lived here for over 20 years, married to a Ghanaian, established here, you know, living life here. So she told me that, you see, on, you know, back in Nigeria, on Christmas Day, for instance, I don't even know how those guys do it. On Christmas Day, if you go, maybe for some reason you didn't have time to go and buy your Christmas clothes, for those of you who still buy Christmas clothes, buy from you. Because Charlie, it's true, there's something called Christmas clothes. Anyway, so so if you, maybe for some reason you didn't have the chance to go to the market to buy your Christmas clothes, or maybe you just got the money in Nigeria, Lagos to be precise. If you go to the market on Christmas Day, 25th December, you will get something to buy. In fact, you get all the things you want to buy, be it clothes, shoes, food. Do a proper shopping, because I know some people go on that very day, that Christmas Day, to do food shopping and come home and cook that very day. Christmas, New Year, 1st of January, you will see people there. People will be at the market. Easter, people will be there. Every holiday you can think of, people will be at the market. You can hardly ever, in fact, you can hardly ever see an empty market in Lagos. It's not possible, except they are on strike, which doesn't always, market people don't always strike, but you will always see something to buy. That one I can assure you. Even on the very, very day of celebration, they will sell. I don't even know how they do it, but yeah. So when I got here, I was told that Christmas Day, yeah, that I think she tried it once to go and get something on Christmas Day. My Ghana people did not open, no, everywhere was closed. She even as much as told me that public holidays, just regular, let's say for instance, Independence Day, for instance, Democracy Day, for instance, Kwame Nkrumah Day, you know, those kind of holidays. Sometimes some people won't open their shop because it's a public holiday. And I'm like, you see that you don't want to earn some money, or you don't want some customers. You don't like things like that. Why? So I have actually never experienced it, because I mean, you will hardly ever find me on those kind of days going to the market, because it's always, I'm used to the idea in Lagos. It's always rowdy. So what am I looking for? I would have bought a long time, whatever I want to buy, a long time before the set date. So back in Nigeria again, I'll go back. We open on every holiday. I promise you, Independence Day, you're going to see people in the market. I'm telling you, even on Sundays, There's supposed to be a day of rest. People still open their shops. Sundays, on the other hand, here in Ghana, you will hardly. That's why one time someone wanted to do Momo on a Sunday. And I'm like, it's like you've forgotten that today is a Sunday. It's like, why? I said, you will hardly see any Momo stand because Momo is mobile money. You will hardly see because they won't come out. They won't come. I'm not saying you should not go to church. Oh. You go. People go, definitely. But I'm talking about, you know, maybe after service. You will still not see them. They've closed for the day. So the main reason I brought this up is there's this where around where I stay, there's just one major store, like a very major store, and that's Melcom, right? For the whole area, it's quite a big area, and that one Melcom is the only supermarket. You guys, sometimes when I'm driving past early in the morning or what, by to 9, like 8:30, 8:45, almost 9 a.m., they've not opened. And I'm like, what exactly is going on? Like, what's the reason? Explain to me what's the reason. By to 9, you've not opened shop. What's the reason? You people tell me, oh, I'm not accusing you of anything, but I'm just very curious. Why have you not opened shop? So I'm just even thinking that parents who are taking their children to school, maybe they forgot to buy something for their, let's say, art and craft. They forgot to buy cardboard, for instance, for their for their work in school for that day, and they want to rush to a supermarket, and you are not open. What's your reason? Explain to me. Please let me know in the comment section. No. I'm not saying that in Nigeria you see stores that open by 7, 8. You could, but because everyone wants to strive to do better, some people open as early as 8. They are already open. So you're almost sure that when you're even driving to school, it's possible that you can drop your child to school and quickly rush and buy it. But if you try it with these people, so I was just thinking that is it because they are the only one? Hmm. Uh, I think it's because they're the only one. Because if they had competition, I do not think they would do that. That I don't think so. So I think they are trying to build another. Let me see. I'm really really curious. I want to see if when they build another mall or supermarket or something. There are of course other small supermarkets. I'm talking about major supermarkets where you can get almost everything. Yes, so I'm looking now that if they build another one, let's see how they'll behave. Because I cannot understand it. Honestly, I can't understand it. But yeah, those are some of the things. So I don't expect too much. So if I want to go and get something, I wait till like 10-ish, 11-ish. That one, I'm almost sure that they will open by that time. They will definitely have opened by that. But if it's early morning, nah, yeah, you're not likely to. Yeah, you're not likely to see them open. But you guys, this is by no means an avenue to insult or no, I'm not. Definitely, you should know that by now on my channel. I don't bash, I just say it as it is. So let me know why that is so. Okay, let me know. I really like to know why that particular mail I'm not telling you where it is so that you don't go and add two and two together. I hope you've enjoyed the video so far. Please do kindly subscribe, like, comment, and share the video. And I'll see you in my next video. Let me know if you like the video or you can relate in case you are not from Ghana or you can relate to one of these things. Or if you're Nigerian living in Ghana, let me know if you can relate as well. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.